Hello guys, so this is my first video showing my face and I'm gonna do a reaction video because I have nothing else to do in quarantine. So Jesus. So this video is called 10 video that will give you anxiety. Oh, I can't say this word. Anyway, go see Chills. This is her video. So I do not own this video. I don't want to get copyright. No, thank you. Peace, love, and humanity. Now we gonna go react this
Natural
video.
reaction to a perceived threat and the precursor to fear. As we analyze these videos, be sure to tell me which ones gave you the most anxiety and why. Number 10. This public official in Costa Rica is in the middle of a press release when a small wasp buzzes all around his face. The man is caught up with his speech and he doesn't notice it until he accidentally takes the wasp into his mouth.
Los debates naturales que hay en una zona tan importante como esta, que sin embargo me la comí.
A member of the media sees the whole thing and her facial expression changes to anxiety as she puts her hand to her mouth in surprise, clearly waiting for him to scream. You can see the wasp has a tiny stinger that could deal a lot of pain to the soft tissue of the mouth or gums. I'm amazed that he didn't get stung, or if he did, he played it off well. Number 9. Passengers on a ride at the state fair dangle helplessly high in the air, unable to do anything but wait to be let off as technicians struggle to manually gain control over each of the 3 spinning sections. There is not much time to act and every second is precious. The ride stopped because of an electrical malfunction, which means it can possibly start up again at any moment and smash everything to pieces. Meanwhile, everyone's restraints are being tested to the max as they hang upside down with their full weight suspended in midair. A loose screw or moving part could send them into the concrete below. The workers have to level out the seats so that they are upright before lowering the ride. I can only imagine how high everyone's anxiety levels must have been, especially the family members watching from the outside. Number 8. Police arrive to find a mother of 2 is seeing things on the roof while holding her 2 children. She doesn't believe a word anyone has to say and thinks everyone is out to get her. Now it's up to them to bring everybody down safely. They climb onto the narrow ledge, and there is barely enough room for a grown man to stand. She is in such an anxious, delusional state that not even a legitimate badge and uniform are enough to convince her. My analysis of this part is that she thinks that he is putting away his badge too quickly, which in her mind means it must be fake.
There you go. Really? Yeah, real. Let me see. Yeah, right here. See? It says police sergeant? Yeah.
Eventually, she thinks he is real, but then she thinks his partner is an imposter. She reads his name tag out loud and freaks out.
No, who are you? Point blank? Point blank's body adventure? No, point blank!
I think his name is Blaine Points or something like that, but I can't figure out what the significance is to her. Also, it sounds like she calls him a body avenger, whatever that means. At this point, she is so frantic that she might lose her balance. So the cops have to grab the kids by the arm and get into a terrifying tug of war. The poor kid has an adult pulling on each arm. The situation is probably horrifying for them. Eventually, the police win and round the children up, who sadly probably won't be seeing their mother again until well into their teenage years, if ever. Number 7. These brave scientists are tracking the spread of Ebola by testing local bat colonies in the African Congo. You would think that they wouldn't want to find any traces of Ebola, but it's actually the exact opposite. They're hoping to follow the infected bats back to the source of Ebola to eradicate it once and for all. It's about 3 a.m., and they have hours of testing to do in the middle of the night before they can get any rest. They have to stay awake and alert at all times. Any one of the bats could be contaminated, and all it would take is a single bite or a direct transmission of fluids to cause the next human outbreak. They hose themselves down with a special medical spray and take other precautions, but I can't help but notice they have a lot of exposed skin, particularly around the neck. If one of the bats lands on that area and sinks their teeth in, it could start another epidemic. All I know is that if I'm in the middle of an area
No,
known
I
for
can't.
Ebola, you better believe I want every square inch fully covered. Number 6.
Ugh,
This video
this
seems
is
like it was made for no
disgusting.
other purpose than to make whoever watches it feel extremely uncomfortable. A girl is standing in the middle of an abandoned schoolyard while some kind of twisted writing utensil named Pencil Face follows her around, with eyes spaced far apart in a destructive grin. I feel like they could be playing subliminal messages whenever they show Pencil Face, because some people report feeling hypnotized in the comments. There are many scenes to choose from, but maybe someone can tell me if they see or hear any hidden meanings during this part in particular. Eventually, the girl draws a spiral in midair that becomes a portal and sucks her inside. By the end of the video, Pencil Face seems quite pleased to have ended the girl's life. This is probably a well done art project, but something about all of this reminds me of another evil creature on YouTube. I'm sure you know who I mean. Number 5. This man's job is probably one of the most anxiety producing careers in the world. Each day he has to check underwater pipes for clogs. You can't see anything down there, so the only way to check for clogs is to blindly feel around the outside of the pipe by hand. The red and black diver's outfit is the only thing separating his body from an entire system of stinking raw sewage. A single rip would flood him with endless waves of flesh-eating bacteria as he takes a final gulp of
Oh
putrid
my god.
wastewater. I think I seriously see duct tape around the gloves at the 5-minute 30-second mark, so I don't feel too good about this mission. Soon he is in over his head in the muck and fumbling around deep below. Look at how much sharp trash is around him. Glass and other pieces of trash float around the open air sewer. I honestly can't believe he feels safe enough
Oh,
to
I
do
got
this. But here's
chills.
another part that is just giving me tons of anxiety.
No, ya. Sí, ya sabemos cuánto. Pues hay nada más, no veo yo abajo, entonces tocando. Lo que hay es mucho pez.
He takes off his helmet and continues talking while covered in the germ-infested wastewater like it's no big deal. I mean, his face is fully exposed, and this just seems like the time to get out of the outfit immediately, not stand around and talk. Number 4. This 2-minute video shows a random lunatic losing his mind in a room full of nothing but trash. The way he makes noises to himself and slaps at the wall is enough to give anyone anxiety. The room is so disgusting that I think only someone with real problems would be down here. When he stops thrashing around long enough to talk, his voice sounds childlike and distant. It sounds like he's crawling on his hands and knees saying it's too long during this part, whatever that means. Number 3, a YouTuber named Elton Minea Severo is recording a webcam video when a phone call interrupts him. It looks like he might sense that something is nearby when he is talking, but he is too distracted by the conversation to give it much more than a moment's thought. As soon as he hangs up the phone, a white moon-shaped face peeks in from around the corner. It surveys the room for a bit before ducking down and leaping out of sight when Elton turns around, at which point you can momentarily see some kind of weird body with short arms and legs. There is a chance that all of this could be edited, but before you immediately think this is fake, keep in mind that it was recorded in 2006, so pretty much all webcam videos looked grainy like this. If anything, this was a pretty high quality video for its time, especially considering YouTube was less than 2 years old when it was uploaded, so who knows what it could have been. Number 2, this man only wanted 3 teeth taken out, but the dentist botched the procedure horribly. Listen to his story and tell me how somebody could accidentally remove every tooth in a patient's head.
My gums with the numbing gel. They took the first 3 that I asked them to, and then they just kept going.
I just don't see how any competent dentist could make this mistake. I mean, what kind of situation requires a patient to have all of their teeth removed? And more importantly, wouldn't the dentist at some point have to notice that they are removing healthy teeth? Listening to his reaction fills me with anxiety. I don't know if I'll ever be able to feel safe during my next checkup. I'm so sorry this happened to him. I hope he is about to get replacement teeth and lead a semi-normal life again.
I don't know how she's gonna look at me, and I don't know how the rest of my friends are gonna look at me now.
Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. Are you curious about what I look like in real life? Then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT to find out. Do you like my narrations? If you answered yes, then tap the follow button and thank you for your support. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. Not too long ago, American ambassadors stationed in Cuba were hit by ultrasonic sound frequencies that left them completely crippled. Nobody knows who did it or exactly how. All they know is that somebody pointed sonic devices that emitted the following sounds. Before I let you listen, I need to say that I am not responsible for what this next video might do to your hearing or mental capacity. Watch at your own risk. This is what was recorded on this fateful day. I don't know about you, but I really did not feel good after listening to even a short clip of that sound. I can only imagine what a sustained sonic blast would do to a person's overall health. The government is trying to explain this as some sort of loud variety of Cuba cricket, but that doesn't sound right to me. There just doesn't seem to be any way that this noise could possibly come from a normal insect. Have you ever been sitting in your house and suddenly felt like you were not alone? Well, many others have had this feeling, only to discover they were right.
Jesus! Oh my god. I don't know what to say. Whew. Jeez Louise. But I hope you enjoyed it. So smash the like button and go subscribe to Chills because I don't know what to say if I don't want to get covered. Also go subscribe to Sam and Kobe because I love them and you need to go subscribe to them because duh, wake up. But no, seriously guys, I've been following them about 4 years and a half. And this is so awesome. They make great contents and content. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm really tired, guys, so I think I'm gonna go take a nap and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. So, adios.